I woke up this morning and I didn't feel the pain. My body is whole again, but the demons are slain. Somebody was praying on the praying stone again. 50 years on the praying stone. My knees are old and my back is worn, but the battle is won on the praying stone. Praying stone said 50 years on the praying stone. Knees are old and my back is worn, but the battle is won on the praying stone. Praying stone said 50 years on the praying stone. Knees are old and my back is worn, but the battle is won on the praying stone. Praying stone said 50 years on the praying stone. Praying stone said 50 years on the praying stone. Knees are old and my back is worn, but the battle is won on the praying stone. Praying stone said 50 years on the praying stone. Knees are old and my back is worn, but the battle is won on the praying stone. Praying stone said 50 years on the praying stone. Knees are old and my back is worn, the battle is won on the praying stone. Praying stone said 50 years on the praying stone. Knees are old and my back is worn, but the battle is won on the praying stone. Praying stone said 50 years on the praying stone. Knees are old on the praying stone. 50 years on the praying stone. Battle is won on the praying stone. Said 50 years on the praying stone. Knees are old and my back is worn. The battle is won on the praying stone. Praying stone, said 50 years on the praying stone. Knees are old and my back is worn, but the battle is won on the praying stone. Praying stone, said 50 years on the praying stone. Knees are old and my back is worn. Battle is won on the praying stone. Praying stone. They shot her mother, they shot her brother, but she found a way to say I am blessed. South Central LA, it was the killing fields. South Central LA, it was a killing fields. But she found a way to say I am blessed. 50 years on the brainstorm. My knees are old and my back is worn. The battle is won on the praying stone. Praying stone said 50 years on the praying stone. My knees are old and my back is worn, but the battle is won on the praying stone. Praying stone. Praying stone. All right, welcome everyone to Let the Paint Dry. Praying Stone. So that is a story about my grandfather who had land in Oklahoma and grew up there in Oklahoma and would go into the woods and would pray. And he would pray on a stone. And the legend is, the mythical story is that he would pray on the stone until his knees were imprinted into the stone, right? He would pray to get through. And so there was, family members that took us when we were on tour many years ago to Oklahoma into the woods where he was at and where he would be and where he would pray. And they said, this is the spot. And they found this stone. They said, this is the stone that he used to be on and pray on, to the point where his knees had made marks in the stone. And I carried that myself, personally, that stone out of that woods in Oklahoma, tucked it in the car, the van that we were on tour with, and took it back to California. And so the stone is actually in California. Now, this is all just, pieces and stories, but that's where the song comes from, the praying stone. And then my father being a man that prayed, and just what that means, and how black people and black folks have used religion and the Christianity the Christian religion as a utility to deal with suffering. And there's a lot of irony in all of that. Um, but the power of the symbolism to me still has power to me, and the gospel sound of the praying stone. And then the part about they shot her mother and they shot her brother. I was with a lady taking her from South Central LA over to Long Beach like 3 years ago. And she told me her story that there in South Central LA that the gang wars were so bad that um, her mother had been shot and lived through it, and her brother had a scholarship to, I think, either UCLA, a full ride to UCLA, or the other school. I'm forgetting the other name of the school, the other school that's there, the Trojans. I forget. Sorry, forgive me. Because people are going to say, I know exactly what school you're talking about. He had a full ride. I think either one of those or both, or some people were going after him to get him to come and play sports, and he got shot and paralyzed from the neck down right before he got his opportunity to I didn't realize I would have to do a part two, but my phone ran out of memory, so I had to fix that real quick. But the end of the story is that she found a way to say, I am blessed in the midst of living in a war zone in America, being, and that war zone being South Central LA. And that her family had been just severely hurt, physical violence upon them and permanent damage upon them with gang violence, and just what that signified on so many different levels with the historical history of gang violence. So Praying Stone is for her, and it's for my dad, and it's for my grandfather, and it's for Mothershed. It's for me. It's a personal anthem of just understanding what people did to get through, to make it. Um, but let the paint dry.